the roar of machines. Massive logs cut with power and precision. Where craftsmanship meets modern technology, raw wood transforms into timeless creations. Giant redwood, the strength of wood, the value of time. When people think of chainsaws, one brand almost always comes to mind first: Stihl. This German manufacturer has been around for more than 90 years, and its reputation is built on durability, solid engineering, and powerful performance. One of the standout features of Stihl chainsaws is their engine technology. Models in the MS series, like the MS-180 or the MS-250, are equipped with Stihl's 2-mix engine, which delivers strong cutting power while also reducing fuel consumption and emissions. This makes the saws not only efficient, but also more environmentally friendly compared to older 2-stroke designs. From a design perspective, Stihl focuses heavily on balance, safety, and ergonomics. The saws tend to be lighter relative to their power, making them easier to handle for long periods of work. The handles are rubberized with an anti-vibration system, reducing strain on the arms. Starting is also simplified with an anti-kickback and easy start mechanism, a huge benefit for less experienced users or those who want reliable operation in the field. Durability is perhaps the strongest selling point of Stihl. The guide bars, chains, bearings, and even the polymer casings are built to last. Many users report that with proper maintenance, a Stihl chainsaw can easily run for 7 to 10 years or more, far outlasting cheaper brands. This long-term reliability makes them a true investment tool, especially for professionals. Another advantage of Stihl is the wide availability of accessories and replacement parts. From different chain types to guide bar sizes, the ecosystem supports almost any cutting application, whether it's light firewood cutting, woodworking in a shop, or heavy-duty forestry operations. Having such a support network ensures that users don't get stuck with a broken machine or hard-to-find parts. Of course, there are a few downsides worth mentioning. Stihl chainsaws are generally more expensive than budget-friendly alternatives, sometimes costing 1.5 to 2 times more than Chinese-made models. And because of their popularity, the market is flooded with counterfeit Stihl chainsaws, which can be dangerous and unreliable. This means buyers must be extra careful to purchase only from authorized dealers or trusted suppliers. To sum up, if you need a chainsaw for serious work, long-term reliability, and maximum safety, Stihl is absolutely worth the investment. While the upfront price is higher, the longevity and performance more than make up for it. As their slogan puts it, legendary performance. Stihl isn't just a chainsaw, it's a partner that can stay with you for years, powering through the toughest jobs with ease. Alongside steel, another name that dominates the global chainsaw market is Husqvarna. This Swedish company, with a history stretching back more than 300 years in manufacturing, has built a strong reputation in forestry and outdoor power equipment. Today, Husqvarna chainsaws are widely regarded as some of the most versatile and user-friendly machines available. One of the key advantages of Husqvarna chainsaws is their focus on innovation and ease of use. Many models feature the brand's X-Torque engine technology, which reduces fuel consumption by up to 20% and lowers exhaust emissions by up to 60%. This not only makes the saws more eco-friendly, but also means operators spend less money on fuel in the long run. Husqvarna also pays a lot of attention to ergonomics. Their chainsaws often come equipped with a low-vibe anti-vibration system, which significantly reduces hand and arm fatigue during extended cutting sessions. Combined with a relatively light build and well-balanced design, Husqvarna saws are often considered more comfortable for casual users or homeowners compared to some of the heavier-duty models from other brands. Another standout feature is the air filtration system. Husqvarna's air injection technology uses centrifugal force to remove dust and debris before it even reaches the air filter. This not only extends engine life, but also reduces the frequency of filter cleaning. For professionals working in dusty or resin-heavy environments, this is a huge time saver and adds to the machine's overall reliability. When it comes to performance, Husqvarna chainsaws are known for their smooth cutting and precise control. They may not always match steel and raw torque for extremely tough logs, but they often provide a cleaner, more user-friendly cutting experience. Models like the Husqvarna 450 Rancher or the 372 XP are popular with both landowners and professionals, striking a strong balance between power and usability. Durability is also solid. While some argue that steel machines have a slight edge in rugged, industrial-level build quality, Husqvarna holds its own with high-quality materials, magnesium crankcases, and robust chains. With proper care, a Husqvarna chainsaw can also last for many years, making it a reliable partner for farm, forestry, or workshop applications. On the downside, Husqvarna chainsaws are often priced similarly to steel, sometimes even higher for certain pro-grade models. This means they're also a significant investment, not a budget option. Another point to note is that Husqvarna's professional models may require a bit more maintenance know-how, as they are designed with adjustability and long-term service in mind. In summary, Husqvarna chainsaws excel at being user-friendly, efficient, and innovative. They are particularly appealing to homeowners, landowners, and professionals who want a machine that's comfortable to use, fuel-efficient, and backed by modern engineering. If steel represents raw strength and toughness, Husqvarna represents innovation, comfort, and balance. Together, these two brands form the gold standard in the world of chainsaws. When you walk into a traditional sawmill, one of the most striking sights and sounds is the circular saw with a large toothed blade roaring through heavy logs. These machines, often powered by gasoline or diesel engines, are the backbone of many small and medium-scale woodworking operations. They combine raw mechanical power with straightforward engineering to turn massive logs into usable boards, beams, and planks. The most distinctive feature of this type of saw is, of course, the circular blade. Unlike a chainsaw that uses a moving chain, The circular saw relies on a solid disc with evenly spaced teeth around its edge. When the blade spins at high speed, it slices through wood with incredible speed and efficiency. Depending on the size of the blade, which can range anywhere from 40 centimeters to over 1 meter in diameter, these machines can handle logs of very different sizes, from smaller pieces of lumber to massive hardwood trunks. A key advantage of these machines is that they are powered by combustion engines, either gasoline or diesel. This makes them extremely useful in rural or remote areas where stable electricity is not available. A typical engine will produce anywhere from 10 to 30 horsepower, more than enough to drive a large saw blade through thick timber. The independence from electrical grids also makes them reliable for mobile operations, such as cutting timber directly at a logging site. When looking at the advantages, four main strengths stand out. High cutting speed. With the blade spinning thousands of times per minute, cutting efficiency is much higher compared to manual sawing or even handheld chainsaws. Precision. Because logs are usually guided on rails or placed on a sliding table, the cuts are straighter and more uniform. Ideal for producing boards, planks, and beams of consistent size. Durable blades, especially when using carbide-tipped or alloy steel blades. Each blade can handle thousands of cuts before needing sharpening or replacement. Flexibility. Depending on the setup, the saw can make cross cuts, rip cuts, or even angled cuts by adjusting the table or the log's position. Of course, there are downsides as well. Noise and vibration. A combustion engine combined with a fast-spinning steel blade generates extreme noise and vibrations. Without hearing protection, operators can quickly suffer from fatigue or hearing damage. Safety risks. A spinning saw blade is extremely dangerous. Any mistake, loose clothing, or mishandling can result in severe injuries. Proper protective equipment, gloves, goggles, and safe operating distances are non-negotiable. Fuel consumption. These machines burn through gasoline or diesel, especially when running for several hours. While powerful, they're not the most economical option for light work. Maintenance needs. The engine requires regular oil changes, air filter cleaning, and carburetor adjustments, while the saw blade must be sharpened and balanced to maintain efficiency. In practice, circular sawmills powered by combustion engines are divided into two main categories. Stationary models. These are fixed in a workshop or small factory, mounted on heavy steel frames or concrete foundations. They often include a sliding table or rail system to move logs across the blade with accuracy. These are best for consistent, high-volume production. Portable models, smaller units, sometimes mounted on wheels or even attached to farm vehicles. These are designed for mobility, allowing operators to take the sawmill directly into the forest, a plantation, or a construction site. By cutting lumber at the source, transportation costs are reduced and efficiency increases. In terms of role and importance, these machines are central to the woodworking industry. They're the first step in transforming raw logs into usable lumber for construction, furniture making, or even fine crafts. A well-maintained circular sawmill can serve a workshop for decades, becoming the heart of production. To summarize, a circular sawmill with toothed disc blades powered by a combustion engine offers speed, precision, and independence from the power grid. It's an ideal solution for remote locations, professional workshops, or mobile logging operations. However, its benefits come with the cost of high noise, safety risks, and fuel consumption, meaning that experience, caution, and maintenance are absolutely essential. In the world of wood processing, this machine is not just a tool. It's a workhorse that turns raw, unshaped logs into the foundations of buildings, furniture, and countless wooden products we rely on every day. In modern woodworking shops and industrial sawmills, one of the most essential machines you will find is the vertical band saw. Unlike circular saws that use a spinning disc, The bandsaw relies on a long, narrow steel blade stretched into a continuous loop. This blade runs vertically, creating a steady cutting motion that can slice through wood with remarkable precision and efficiency. What makes the industrial version of this machine stand out is that it is powered by a three-phase electric motor. Compared to single-phase setups, a three-phase motor provides more consistent power, greater efficiency, and the ability to run continuously for long periods without overheating. This is why vertical bandsaws with three-phase motors are the go-to choice for professional workshops and factories that need to cut wood in large volumes. The advantages of this type of machine are clear. High accuracy, because the blade is thin, the kerf, the width of the cut, is very narrow, producing clean, straight lines and reducing the risk of wasted material. Material savings. With a thinner blade compared to circular saws, less wood is lost as sawdust, which is especially valuable when working with expensive hardwoods. Smooth, stable operation. The three-phase motor delivers steady torque and reduced vibration, making the machine quieter and more comfortable to operate over long sessions. Versatility. Vertical bandsaws are not limited to straight cuts. They can also handle curves, angles, and complex shapes, making them useful for both heavy lumber processing and fine woodworking or even artistic applications. Of course, there are also limitations. The blades require frequent adjustment and tensioning. If not set up properly, the blade can drift, leading to uneven cuts. Sharpening and replacing blades also require skill, since the blades are long, thin, and prone to bending or snapping under improper handling. In practice, vertical bandsaws with three-phase motors are used in a wide range of applications, from cutting planks and beams for construction, to preparing veneers and panels for furniture, or even creating intricate curved shapes for decorative woodworking. Because of their balance of speed, precision, and efficiency, they're often referred to as the backbone of many woodworking operations. To conclude, a vertical bandsaw powered by a three-phase motor is more than just a cutting tool. It is a highly efficient, precise, and versatile machine designed for continuous, heavy-duty use. For workshops that demand accuracy and productivity while minimizing waste, this type of saw remains an indispensable part of the modern wood processing industry.